with Nurj Deva for EPP. 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. President. I do welcome very warmly the statement made by Commissioner Ferrero-Waldner just now, and I do ask my political group to actually withdraw its amendment so that this report can go through. If not, I am in a rather difficult position that I will have to support the Socialist rapporteur on this issue. I have to say that I believe that the development instrument is for development purposes. But if one looks at what the development instrument, particularly 179, does give, it does enable, even with all the constraints, the ODA instrument actually allows the promotion of museums, libraries, arts, music in schools, ports, training facilities and venue counts as ODA. But of course sponsoring concert tours or athlete travel costs does not. Cultural programmes in developing countries whose main purpose is to promote the culture or values of the donor are not reportable as ODA. But it excludes military aid, but it does not exclude peacekeeping. It covers a wide variety of activities, even civil police work, to supply and increase the capacity of training of policemen, the demobilisation of soldiers, monitoring of elections, removal of mines and landmines. All this is ODA. So here we are asking ourselves in this Parliament how many angels are dancing on the head of a pin when actually the main areas of work are covered by the ODA instrument. So I really do welcome Commissioner Ferrero-Waldner's statement that 181A is where to go and look for the funds to do what some of my colleagues are hoping to do. Thank you.
Ana Maria Gomes for the Socialist Group. 2 minutes.
It is crucial to solve the current legislative gap concerning the financing of non-ODA actions in countries covered by the DCI. This proposal for an instrument to address this gap